we're learning their language and we're going back closer. As we come to everything, we'll master our language back again once more. Well, first of all, I'd like to greet you as I normally greet. I want to greet the Ashanti, the Fanti, the Igbo, Ga, Lemba, and all my brothers and sisters, and many of the tribe that openly admit that they're Israel. They identify themselves with the Moses cloth, the Kenki cloth, which we'll probably learn a little bit more. And they tell the story of the oral tradition about their coming in from the land and moving into Africa and where they reside today. And majority of us was taken into slavery to the Afro-Caribbean countries and so forth. So, I'd just like to greet everybody. We're just trying to open our eyes and knowledge to who we are as a people, that we are not a down and outcast people. We are a people of identity, of culture, and most of us that came from the Caribbean were actually the original Hebrews. So, I like to, some of them have an oral tradition also, tell a story about the two stick, the tribe of Judah and the tribe of Israel coming back together as one nation. So their forefather would tell them about a two stick becoming one. And we, as a people, we've been brought up here in the churches and so forth. We need the Africans to come and tell their language. Not Africans, but Hebrews, as we know, to come back and tell their stories to us, because we can tie the two ends together. So I've got Mawuli, thank you. Mawuli, and he's going to explain some of it today for us. Before as we start, we're just going to go to a song, and it's from the tribe of Judah. Say, we ain't no Egyptian.
Listen, I'm a Hebrew Israelite from the tribe of Judah, of the seed of Abraham. I ain't no Egyptian, I ain't no Muslim, I ain't no Kabbalist, and I definitely ain't no African. Why you all up in Islam? You ain't Arab, you're a Hebrew. Man, it's getting crazy. Everywhere I look, I see you. Some of y'all say you Egyptian. You can't read the hieroglyphics. You don't know what they really say. That makes you religious, cuz you just believe in what you heard was right. So why you mad at me for saying I'm an Israelite? When I can read the Hebrew, I can see right through you. You want your identity, but you don't wanna be who you are. You wanna shine, you wanna travel around with the philosophy and history you think you found. But all your dates are carbon dated, and we know that's all. So what's the point of all your math when your equation is wrong? Come on, you ain't Egyptian. You ain't no Muslim. You ain't no African. Man, please, come on. Get it right, you're an Israelite. You ain't Egyptian. You're not Egyptian, no. You ain't no Muslim. You ain't no African. Yeah, please, come on. Get it right, you're an Israelite. You wanna be everything but what he made you. You don't understand the gift that he gave you. You're the children of Israel. That's who you are, yeah. Don't you listen to these other philosophies. They don't guarantee nothing but possibly. You're the people soon to be on top of these. That's who you are. Oh yeah. You're not Egyptian. You're not a Muslim. You're not an African. You're the chosen people. We are gonna wake up and claim it. Oh yeah. Cause it's coming soon. You better get ready. I know you don't believe it. You better get ready. Soon we're gonna see who's right, who's wrong. You better pay attention to this song. You ain't Egyptian. No, you're not Egyptian. No. You ain't no Muslim. You ain't no African. And you're not African. Come on, get it right. You're an Israelite. You ain't Egyptian. That's right. You ain't no Muslim. Oh no. You ain't no African. You're not an African. Come on, get it right. You're an Israelite. Since you think you're African, let me ask you this question. Why do you feel that way, and what gave you that strange impression? You ain't never seen a sign that they care about us. If we're their people, they forgot us, cause they never came and got us. Listen, we ain't the same, we don't act the same way, we don't got the same spirit, we don't do the same things. Just because we got our skin in common, that don't mean we common. Just because you don't receive it, that don't mean you'll stop the bombing from coming. That's why I'm trying to wake you up real quick and take your mind out that reprobated state it's in. You say we've been here for billions of years, but can't prove it, yet we still can't cure the common cold. Come on, man, that's stupid. Listen, you ain't Egyptian. Ooh.
Shalom. Now, today is going to be a day of history. No preaching, nothing at all. We're just going to talk about our history as a people and who we are. And before that, let's like to give him a Mawuli. Wow, it's so wow, very good. Mawuli, just some information about our background, because we have a study by a professor who says white man tells the truth. So we're going to start with that in just a few minutes of it, and then we're going to go straight into our interview. Just to warm up your mind. Some people don't associate Egyptian to being a people of culture. They associate them being European. So let's just get the mental minds going from his own.
Egypt from 1783 to 1785 said this, and I quote, he says, "On seeing that head," what head? The Sphinx of Giza. "Typically Negro in all its features, I remembered the remarkable passage of Herodotus, the ancient Egyptians were true Negroes of the same type as all native-born Africans. Just to think that this race of black men today are slaves and the object of scorn, the very race to which we owe our arts, sciences, and even the use of speech." Now, I want to ask this question. What would motivate him to say this phrase, typically Negro in all its features? Could it be perhaps this? This was an artist's conception, Vivant Dinan, who accompanied Napoleon's army, 1798. This is his artist's conception of the Sphinx of Giza. Before what happened? Before the lips and the nose were shot off by Napoleon's troops. That is verifiable because Dinan was an eyewitness to those lips and the lips and nose being shot off by the soldiers. Why did they do it? We cannot climb into their hearts in the 21st century and figure this out, divine the entrails of frogs, and try to figure out why they did it. That's between them and God. But what happened, happened. And so when you look at this, you know that this definitely was patterned after an African man, regardless of who the identity of that man was. We now move to the first through the second dynasty. Narmer-Menes, he was the creator of the dynastic rule of Egypt. He ruled some 62 years in all. He unified the upper and lower Egypt. For the first time, this was all brought together. One of the things we know about him is that he initiated the Herculean task of diverting the course of the Nile that created the Delta region that allowed Memphis to be built. He died while traversing a river. They were going after a rogue Libyan band of troops, monolith in the Egyptian Empire. He exploited the copper mines in the Sinai Peninsula region. Worshipped him as the Prince of Peace. This man made quite a mark in what he did. He was a man that was like that upper right-hand corner picture. He's kind of peeking down at you. Don't you like that? Giza, you can see that ship. It's in its own house. It was a ship that when they had the pyramid set up, they built a life. That was the Kur,
right,
builder of the third great pyramid. By the time he came along, the
Sorry. You can hear. Right. So the book is called A Call to the Hebrews, to understand who they are as a people, and to know that they're a people of culture, and to take pride in identity of who they are. We know this is the time of the end, and Yah is calling people together, and we are just one of the tools and the instrument that Yah is using to awaken our people to who they are. So welcome to our show.